I don't think they can write a bad song. I want to say we'll try and find one, but I just don't think it exists. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and then you'll get alerts as soon as these go live, and that's pretty cool. Now, I'm ultra excited because we're back with the technical masters that are Unleash the Archers, and I cannot wait. They blow me away every time I do a reaction. If you missed those previous reactions to Awakening and Tonight We Ride, links will be in the description below, but I'm sure they're going to do the same on this one. There were a bunch of tracks that people were requesting. One of the more sort of bigger calls for a song was for Cleanse the Bloodlines, so that's the one we're taking a look at today. I am super keen and just can't wait to get into it. So the powerful and epic Britney slays, Unleash the Archers, Cleanse the Bloodlines. Let's see what you got. I feel like we're in for one of those epic storytelling kind of music videos. What's going on here? Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of cool things going on there, and we're only just into the song. There's two main things that I'm picking up that are really cool. One is to do with the drumming, but I need to have another listen because I didn't quite get it. I want to make sure I'm hearing the right thing. The other is to do with the guitar work, right? So what they're doing here is, at least from my experience, is a reverse of what you typically see. So typically you would see a gallop or a palm muting piece with a lead runoff, and that would be at the tail. And they're doing the opposite. So they're doing the lead piece is kind of the top end of the repetitive part of that rhythm, and then they are doing the gallop and the palm muting at the end. And that actually links to the drumming. You heard the guitarists come in there just before I paused with the harmony to it, and harmonies are great anytime, but I mean, when it comes to these guys, they really know when to place them in and make them really powerful. Yeah, I'm gonna go back a little bit just to get that drumming bit, but this is a great, powerful start to the song. Yeah, so he's alternating his gallops, and he's doing that because this is obviously quite a long piece. It's supposed to be a bit drawn out, and then it would be too repetitive. So he's going from to, so it's something like that. It's similar to that, but he's basically shifting from one to the other, and he's keeping it fresh, and he's doing something that I think adds massive value to songs like this, where the technicality is so intense and hits you so quickly that you almost become used to it too quickly, and then they do other things and they add other things. It's a real nod to their kind of focus on making sure songs are fresh, even in a genre where there are loads of skillful musicians, most of them in this band. But yeah, awesome, loving it so far. That is so cool. They're coming with that. It was kind of like played on the higher or thinner strings, or higher up the neck, and it was quite light, and it was quite, I don't want to say fluffy, that's not the right terminology, but it was quite light, and it was quite almost happy, and then they went into a much more ominous lead piece where she came in, and that's gets me thinking with these guys, because that kind of rhythm is ordinarily not very melody friendly. And I'm talking about vocals here. So when you write songs, it'd be really interesting to know if she got inspiration from that guitar work, or if she just had an idea already, or had a melody and kind of said to them, this is what I'm thinking, this is the key, and then they underlay it with their guitar work. Very cool. Going back just a little bit so we can run in, but very, very cool. Listen out for the double bass, pick up the tempo. I was actually referring to the piece before where he kind of played it on the last set, and there he just like did it throughout, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. They just throw you off completely with their skill. It's great. Bass is doing work. I know we're about to move into something else, so it's a good place to stop. She is so good at knowing when to provide or layer her vocals, and I've spoke about it on I think some of the previous reactions I've done to them. It's not just I talk about her voice as an instrument because that's how skillful she is. She's got so many components to it. She's not just a good voice, she's also technically very, very sound, excuse the pun, and she knows when to kind of do those power metal kind of belts that are actually not the support or primary vocal, and they sit on top, and she knows when to kind of just do like a wall of vocals. It's amazing. She's phenomenal. I like this chorus. I need to hear that again. Her voice just, I know it's coming, I can hear it building, and I'm still impressed. Yeah. Cool music video. Cool place to stop, because that probably may as well be the thumbnail. Look how rad it is. I love that they do that with the screams. They bring it in as kind of an element of the song that's kind of the brutality. They're like, this is the edge, we're going to throw that into, whether it's a bridge or something else. And they did it on Awakening as well. They had a particular part where there was just some screams and stuff, but it's not trying to be that band. They aren't that band, and they want to have the kind of screams and stuff limited to a particular piece where it shows off that. But yeah, really like that. They got some brutal screams on. I love the way that this is shot as well. It does a lot for it. Great song, man. Great. Such a wave, that vocal melody. just as I'm going back again, and I'm sorry for all these pauses and going back. I know that's the point of reaction channels, but as I was just mentioning that, she goes into this kind of wavy, and when I say wavy, I mean it's generally more drawn out. The melody's normally stretched out a little bit, but it's amazing how she can do that, and the band can keep the same approach to tempo and pace and aggression, and it was really nice to see that to be honest, they could have gone 100 ways if they wanted to with that, but I really like what they did. They kind of stayed true to how the song started with the impact. That's so cool. They're doing kind of if you listening to this on a laptop or kind of on a speaker of your phone, do yourself a favor when this is done, go back and put headphones in, because they've got these little whispers, these little kind of spoken word whispers. You can't really hear what they're saying, but they're being thrown around from left to right, and it kind of feels like you're surrounded, like someone's kind of walking around you. Very cool. Also, nice fresh approach to that. I mean, it's not new when it comes to looking at that kind of panning for that kind of thing, but it's very, very, very suited to the song. Okay, I'm going back again. I just realized now that the chorus, the Cleanse the Bloodlines chorus piece, is actually the same intro piece that we heard with the guitar, right? So it's got that we were talking about the gallops and things like that. So it's actually the same piece that the drums are following, the guitar is following, except they've just removed the lead from it and replaced it with actual chords, which is really cool. I didn't realize that was it, but it is. Epic video. Listen to the stamina of that drummer, of his feet, man. So cool. Started to fade out now. Really nice long fade outs on that as well. It's brave. Yeah, loved that. Really loved that. Thought it was awesome. Another kind of technical masterclass. Didn't do any kind of solos and stuff in there, which I think was really nice, because I think this was about storytelling. I think this was about songwriting, and I just thoroughly enjoyed that. I don't think they can write a bad song. I want to say we'll try and find one, but I just don't think it exists. Killer voice, killer musicians, killer song, good video. Really enjoyed the video too, and that's always nice, particularly because I like looking at live stuff. So when I do look at a video, it's nice when there's a bit of effort put into that as well. So very cool. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed all of that. Please let me know if you like that. Let me know if there's any other Unleash the Archers tracks that you'd like me to look at. I sincerely hope so, because I'm enjoying doing them and I can't wait for the next one. So yeah, loved that. So thanks for spending time with me again. It's always appreciated. Until the next one, be safe, be nice to each other, and as the sign says over here, have a damn good day.